It's week 4 of the NFL. Coming up, we've got Aaron Rodgers. He got his reps in a week ago, over 400 yards through the air. It's the Lions and the Packers under the lights on Thursday night. Over 400 yards through the air. It's the Lions and the Packers under the lights on.
This is such a in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4. Keyshawn Nixon now on the return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So here are the new look Packers set to go to work. And at the helm here in 2023, a lot of eyes on this man in his 4th NFL season, Jordan Love.
This is set up now to be the true beginning of Love's NFL career because he's finally out from under the shadow of Aaron Rodgers, and Green Bay is giving him this season to prove he can be their starter. 4 years after he was drafted in the first round, we'll find out Love is the next decade-long starter for the Green Bay Packers.
An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing. Love. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 58 yards.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Now Love. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. That is caught by Laporta. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 25 yards that time.
And the Lions first down.
To throw is Rodgers. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
Gibbs. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. Montgomery is into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Michael Badgley on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. Keyshawn Nixon now going to bring it out of his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on 17-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Now the NFL's leading rusher a season ago, Josh Jacobs. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 33-yard line.
Once again, it's Jacobs. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. On 4th down, the Packers call on Daniel Whelan to punt. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return, and the Lions will take over. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure.
That's caught at the 25. And he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line.
A gain of 43 yards. First down, Lions.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. That's to the tight end, Laporta. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
First down is right.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs, and he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
2nd and 6.
Love now. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but now it'll be 3rd down. You talk about this Lions defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead left. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 41. Love going to break the huddle and lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Quick slant to Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. They'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, this defense for the Lions, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I have to say a very solid performance. Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On play action. Love to throw. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down at 7. Love. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Daniel Whelan now. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to...
The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Rodgers going to throw. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it. And it'll be 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And he coughed it up. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
At the 25-yard line.
Now it's Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. Nifty move. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here's Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Rodgers now on third and goal. He's got it. That time 12 yards on the pass play, but still shy of where they needed to go. Fourth and goal. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And this will be a Packers first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
First down, Love to pass. This one into the hands of the rookie Luke Musgrave. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
To throw now. Here's Love. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
At the 26-yard line.
Off the play fake, Love. This is the tight end fan. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it makes it third down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, Love with it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Here's Jacobs on first and 10. Alexander Johnson there on the stop.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Now Love. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Love. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even?
That's hauled in by Musgrave for the Packer touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are an extra point away from drawing level. Carlson's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And Detroit back in possession of the football. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Rodgers now to throw. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. Jack Fox now gets set to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Taking it about the 16. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here. Maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Love looking to throw it. Incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half. The Lions now taking over late in this 1st half. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That's complete to the Portal. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From midfield, here's Rodgers. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Here's 2nd and 10. Okay, so he stepped foot out of bounds. Charles came back in first to touch it, and they got him for illegal touching.
Yeah, and you know it doesn't matter either, Brandon. Catch it, don't catch it. If you're the first to touch it, that's going to draw a flag.
The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. Badgley able to knock this one through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, Charles, thanks very much. Welcome in, everybody, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's take a look at what we've got on tap as we wrap up the first quarter of the NFL season. Some great games coming up this weekend. One being the kickoff to the International Series. The Falcons and Jaguars over in Wembley at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Good games.
And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff ready to go. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Escapes the defender. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. And he's got to be wondering what happened in that first half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw. And most of them, they have such a mental capacity to throw it out and essentially start over. I think that's where he's headed now.
He's got his opportunity to throw it out. Let's see how he does. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Rodgers. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown. 65 yards. And the Lions come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Here's Nixon. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that leads into bigger errors.
2nd down and a yard. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 77 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. First down, going to the air with Love. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 47-yard line.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
A short throw to Musgrave. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 38-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Packers first down.
Love. That's to the tight end, Musgrave. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Lions' 32-yard line.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
It's 3rd and 1.
On 3rd and 1, Love to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 19. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Love, they go play action now. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Right side to Watson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 11.
On 3rd down, Love. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Towards the middle and caught by Musgrave. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and goal.
On play action, Love to throw. That's to the pylon and incomplete. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down.
Carlson for the Packers field goal. A 19-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. So here are the Lions to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Rodgers now on 1st down. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here,
and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Now it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Packers get set to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the first down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
And defensively, they had an extra defensive back on the field, their nickel package, and it made a difference. All the receivers were blanketed, so he tried to run for it, but he came up just a bit short.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. We get a look at Amon-Ra St. Brown as his offense readies for the next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a...
There he goes, left side. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 85 yards. And the Lions will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Nixon now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Packers ready to take over offensively. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. Throwing. Love. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there, getting him to 1st.
And the Lions, 1st down.
On 1st down, Rodgers. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5.
2nd and 3 at the Packers' 5-yard line.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Aaron Rodgers. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Lions are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Love now. And this pass broken up. But the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Results in a 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Watson, incomplete. Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. Now 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll go again with Gibbs. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 54 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
First down, Detroit.
Rodgers going to throw. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 9 at the Packers' 11-yard line.
Trying the left side with Gibbs. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Badgley able to punch this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. A little bit of daylight on that 1st down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now Love. That's complete to Dobbs.
The Packers cast a wide net last draft season to find starting receivers, and they believe they found something in Dobbs, a 4th rounder. 42 catches, over 400 yards his rookie year. Those are numbers he can build off of.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here's Love. A short throw to Musgrave. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
That's another Packers 1st down.
To the air again, Love. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Love with a pass caught by Musgrave, the tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for the Packers. First down.
First down going to the air with Love. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Marcus Davenport able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Play action this time with Love. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Musgrave, the tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 63 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
First down, Lions.
Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 39-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
9 yards. And the Lions.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Lions, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face the Panthers next week. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they'll drop down to 1-3, and they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.